I got some downtime while we're out here doing snow removal. It's a good country. So I'm gonna just make this video real quick because I've tried to upload it 6 different times. Link in the description. Warning, graphic content. And this is a continuation of the last 3 years of my life that have not been a computer generated image. But a lot of people in the comments are like, where's the proof? Where's the original? Where's the context? Where was this? So anyway, you'll see a guy with smoke coming out of his face. Juts of smoke. Psh, 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 coming out this far from his face. Out his eyes. Like he's got internal combustion cranium that harnesses the power of this newfound fire. You know, plasma fire. So when I first found the implant, a couple months later, I'm filming these trees that are burning from the inside. And as we've seen, it has the ability to burn this house, not that one. This one, not that one. As if a carrier wave is sent out prior to and designates this one's gonna burn, that one's not. By putting a resonant frequency on this one, benign, doesn't hurt anything, it's just a carrier wave. And an opposing frequency of dissonance on this house. So when that plasma fire comes, just like water finds the path of least resistance, it finds its way to this house, not that one. And you remember me saying on my way to Missouri that you can have a hedge of protection. A plasma bubble that protects you individually. So in the video, this guy is surrounded by people that are trying to put out the fire, throwing a coat on his head. A couple other guys are splashing water bottles in his face as smoke is coming out of his eyes. But all the people all around him are unaffected, as if the line of sight of trajectory of this energy doesn't hit anyone that's standing in the way. One of my most recent videos shows that they hit 2 cars inside of a garage without burning the house down that the cars are sitting inside of. And those cars are thoroughly burnt. So this is a progression, phase 3. It started out with trees and houses, now it's moved to people. And it seems like all of those videos I took are on major thoroughfares where 18-wheelers drive and millions of other people pass daily. Almost as if to get your attention. If they are directed energy, then they're just directed to random locations right by freeway and major thoroughfares. But in the case of the video linked in the description where the guy has a plasma fire between his ears, clearly that's directed. Another link in the description will be a pharmacist. Lady walks in, starts asking tough questions. She says, well, how is this informed consent if there's nothing on this little piece of paper that's in the box that the sauce comes in? And the pharmacist goes, oh, it's on the inside. And he starts unrolling the paper thinking there's going to be words in there. And he opens it up and sees that it says intentionally blank and goes, and he runs off and puts it in a garbage can and says, I'm going to have to get online and find it. And she says, no, it's okay. I know it says intentionally blank. I just have one more question. And I know these are tough questions. How is that informed consent? He says, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. I should not be giving these to anyone at all. But from everything I've seen, it's safe, including the people I've given it to. And she says, what studies are you basing that on? Like placebo studies from the manufacturer? He goes, no, I'm feeling really inadequate right now as a pharmacist. He Nuremberged himself. This goes to the harm principle and informed consent. After we took down Germany, we had the Nuremberg trials and everyone said the same thing he did. When she said, well, then why are you giving these vaccines? He goes, because I was told to, and because I was told to, and he loses it. Looks like it's almost time for me to get back to work. Got the dozer coming down the hill. The Nuremberg Code established the harm principle. If you knowingly did harm to someone, it doesn't matter. I was just doing my job. I was just following orders. If I didn't do it, someone else would have. That guy admitted, he acknowledged, I should not be giving this to anybody. So if he continues to do so, he has violated that treaty already. We're close. A couple of years ago when I said Nuremberg 2.0 is coming, we're real close. Another link in the description shows a lady stand up and tell Trudeau President of Canada, you're a traitor. You sold us out to the globalists. You know what we do with traitors? We used to hang them. She says this to his face in a town hall meeting. We're close to Nuremberg 2.0. Side note, just because I'm having trouble remembering the other things that are linked in the description of my video I tried to upload. There's a video, music video, by a band called Mama Feet. And it's called Something Real. And it got put into my feed on the very first day it was released. The YouTube channel only has 750 subscribers, and I noticed it's already gone out and got 1,700 views, so they're clearly circulating this song amongst people that are not subscribers. And I don't know who this little tiny channel is. Bottom line is, they gave it to me. I earned that position on the initial distribution list of this music video, because it's all about the jab. And as you'll see, they look like they're just took a shot of heroin. Anyway. Something else, I'm sure. Jamie Lee of A Plain Truth covered the recent fires in Paradise, Kansas and Boulder, Colorado, both of which had high winds and a tornado. A third video linked in the description is a small, obscure YouTube channel that shows a tornado forming in Colorado the day those fires happened. As you'll notice in Jamie Lee from A Plain Truth's video, he says, where's the wind? You can see the smoke in the background. Where's all these 80 and 100 mile an hour winds? It appears as if they were very specifically located. And other places, there wasn't much wind. But we've seen the wind and the fire simultaneously happen in Paradise, California, Paradise, Kansas, maybe other places like Lytton, British Columbia. Maybe it happens because there's some sort of opening between the upper and lower atmosphere. The electromagnetic fires come up through when there's a fluctuation in the magnetic field that creates a surge of ground current. Simultaneously, something's happening. I better get going. He's going to plow me right over. That creates the wind. Side note, ozone sickness has all the same symptoms that you've been hearing about. I can't breathe. That might be what they're actually trying to cover. That might be what's actually going to happen. Ozone sickness. John Keane has mentioned multiple times that the Department of Defense says that Russia and China now have these directed energy gadgets that can pinpoint a single individual. Last year, I saw the director of the Department of Defense take a podium and say himself that Russia and China have been producing these directed energy weapons that are capable of producing long-range fires. John Keane also quotes from the Bible that men will disappear like so much smoke. And then he cuts to that scene from I Pet Goat 2 where the Jesus figure rises up in the air and then a shock wave or a concussion wave comes back down and all those gray silhouette people turn to smoke or dust. Put within this new context of the guy that's got smoke coming out his eyes, maybe it gives it a new meaning. That quote from the Bible where men will disappear like so much smoke.